Oh, nice. Just going to give you some information about the opponent this week. We've played them before, obviously, last year. As you may remember, or you're going to see in the clips, it's a 4-4-2 that's pretty aggressive, fast forwards, press. They press us when we try and build up. They're very active. Their transition to attack is very fast. They're always looking to play to to their two forwards, but they attack with numbers. So the key for us in attacking is, their center backs are, not always, super organized and together. Well, they're good, but they do give us gaps to be able to play. So very important for us to make sure that we, take advantage of any space that they're giving us. So we're going to just start and look at their possession and their build up. For the most part, the center backs are gonna, just look to play in and possess through the midfield and then play long. As you can see, it's just really a hopeful ball in. But what you do see is once they do get it there, it sparks the two midfielders or the midfielders and the forwards to get into an attack. So, it's a very quick, very fast paced, and skilled attack. So we want to make sure we apply that pressure quickly. It's not always through wide areas. There are plenty of straight up the middle build outs, but when they do go wide, if they're in 1v1s, we need to make sure that we cover, as you'll see in this situation. So it's just one player, 1v1, and you can see the numbers that they have in attack. Free player, running on the inside. It's certainly not something we want to have happen. So making sure our back four is organized is very, very important. You can see how they press. Look at the amount of players that they have. In the opponent's half: one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. 9 players just getting after the ball, and it's not super organized. It's more or less just aggressive, and next player gets to the ball, next player gets to the ball, but they're really just trying to get us to make a mistake or get the opponent to make a mistake, so that they could pounce on it and get set pieces or get scoring opportunities. Um, as you can see, it's not super organized, but once they get a little bit of hope or a glimmer of light, they're going to try and create opportunities here. And so that's, as you can see, a goal, something that comes really out of nothing, but just some high energy and intense pressing. So how to solve that is play a bigger ball earlier in behind their 5 to 7 players that are pressing, and forwards and attackers need to be ready to get in behind those and break those lines. But again, you can see here, high press, running after it, get the ball, kick it in. Again, look how many white shirts they have in and around the 18. So again, very important for us to clear the danger, make sure we get the ball away. From a goal kick, very similar. Numbers up. Not much to it, again, as you see. So they're just looking to pounce on any little mistake. And then how they transition to attack is also important. So this is one of the forwards getting the ball inside. 10 makes a run up. And while they don't have a numbers advantage, they're creating a scoring opportunity just by, how they're running, how they're getting forward. That's one of the forwards getting in the ball in their own half and transitioning to attack, and a good 60, 70-yard run. So again, how do we solve that? We've got to stop them here in this area right here and make sure we're sliding over to help and making things a little bit more dense and making it difficult for any players to get, a lot of space to run with the ball. Another one where they transition pretty quickly. Center back just kind of hoofs the ball, kicks the ball forward, and they're looking to pounce on second balls and find their forwards, even though they still don't have the ball. Now they do. And it's a gate pass right here that goes right in behind. And that's, again, we got to be ready to and alert to not allow a player to get in behind us, any of their two, especially since we have 4 in the back. We want to make sure we're not allowing them too much opportunity to do that. Again, as you see, the center backs look to just touch it one touch and away, but that's regaining the ball. And now you can see what kind of transition to attack they have. You can see the two forwards are running up and creating something. Another player in here. We've got to make sure these gates are closed and we're in line because it's just one little thing, one little space opening, and then there's a potential for a goal. So a couple times, and I've already showed you a couple of the center backs, with just kicking the ball, you can see that their shape isn't that great in transition. So, whether we're playing two up top or three up top, it's important that we recognize that these are the last two players defending for them. So making sure that we put them under pressure, and then you can see there's just a little bit of discombobulation there where they're trying to pass the ball. So the more our forwards can pounce on that, the better off we'll be. And as you see, center back here, very similar, late to the ball, but look at their shape. So that's a center back there, other two defenders here, and there's an opportunity there for her to play into that open space. So again, not certainly not saying that they don't have ability, but they often are found out of position. So for us, as you can see again, it's a 2v2. We've got to be very dynamic in creating opportunities when they allow this. And again, especially if they're pushing numbers forward, we've just got to play the ball in behind their press a bit. And now get the ball into scoring opportunities for ourselves. And center backs positioning in a 2v2. And we're just going to pour pass to her partner there, center back partner, and then they're able to create a goal. So again, we want to make sure we're at least aware of those situations. Here's another opportunity for us. Again, as their center backs play hopeful balls, and we're able to win it. Where's the open space for us to attack? Where should we be running? Where should our wide midfielders be? And just finding those open spaces are very important. Is this ball better, than playing it in through the middle where they can potentially win it back. So again, just an opportunity for us. Their outside backs are so far high, that when we get the ball in transition, we want to make sure our forwards are running into the wide areas. But again, they can transition to attack as soon as they gain possession as well. So we just need to be really, really alert and switched on. Another opportunity here. All the space that is right here, we're good enough, and we need to make sure that we find that space a lot earlier. That's not bad from them, from Skyline, but we've got to be really technical and clean in those situations. And again, they give it away again. Where's the open space to attack? Where's the open space to attack? That's what we've got to really focus on as soon as we get on the field, and get a rhythm of possession ourselves. If we lose the ball when we regain it, we want to definitely attack those wide areas as much as possible. I think it's one more opportunity here on the turnover, open space. So anytime there's transition, we want to play it in behind them into the wide areas, which they leave open, quite frequently because of the amount of numbers that they press and attack with. But again, as you can see, they're not they're not bad in getting the ball back and then transitioning to attack themselves. So we've got to be as we've got to be really sharp when we're doing that. Okay, so just some restarts and corners. Again, these are just review. I'm going to let this run. You guys can take a look at it, but we want you guys to understand where their setup is, how they defend. So this is them defending a corner. Where are their numbers? Where's their potentially open space to get a short one here? Can we come out and pull a player out on a short corner as well? Certainly, we can serve it in as as serving it in as an option as well. But are we able to pull them out? Because look at the amount of players that they have here. So this is blue defending, Skyline defending. Look at the amount of players that Armor has inside in and around the 18 and inside the 6. So again, just reviewing the opponent. We certainly don't know what they're going to bring to us on the day, but hopefully this gives you an idea on what to expect, and seeing some of their players and what they've been doing the last couple of weeks. So look forward to watching you play this weekend. Get in touch with any questions.